Biafra, the only hope we have. We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. No. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chukwaki, Kechekwagi, let it in the road. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo, take us to boss. Stop, the air you to Nayasi. Anya Chikanewo, the one you know in a jogodo. Oh, yo, no. Ofoka injection. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, down low. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Oh, Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nobody can say deep. You got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
It's Black Star
Bitch. They're going to Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. No. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. No. Amadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chukwaki, Kechekwagi, let it in the road. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abo, take us to bus stop. The air you to Nayasi. Anya Chikanewo, the one you know in a jogodo. We want to go. Yo. No. Ofoka injection. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, down low. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Oh, Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nobody can say deep. You got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
It's Black Star Bitch.
They're going to Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omunikwe Battalion. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. Nobody can say deep. You got a number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Special thanks to Manzi Simon for the Prime Minister.
Na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo Ekwensu bụ zoo Nigeria. Lekwa Nigeria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Nigeria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa kiwe kpọọ ha ọkụ. Kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ. Ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Nigeria na mma, ọ ga-adịrị onye ahụ na mma na ezinụlọ na mma site ka o si wee na-eme n'ụbọchị nketa obodo Ekwensu bụ zoo Nigeria. Lekwa Nigeria ma dọsa ya Chineke nna dị ngosi. Onye ọbụla na-ekpe ekpere ka Nigeria wee wuru ofu nna nke Brgie ndị dị etu a wee laa ha n'iyi. Chineke nna kiwe biko bịa kiwe kpọọ ha ọkụ. Kpọọ ha ọkụ kpọọ ezinụlọ ha ọkụ. Ka ha ra agbanyeghị ndị ha bụ ọbụladị ndị ụkọchukwu onye ọbụla mehụrụ ọnụ ma kulie wee sị na ọ ga-adịrị Nigeria na mma, ọ ga
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I welcome every one of you that has connected to this program, wherever you are connecting from. I thank you for joining us. Any place you are joining this program from, if you are joining us from Biafra land, you are welcome. If you are joining us from Asia, you are welcome. If you are joining us from Europe, you are welcome. If you are joining us from Australia, from Canada, you are welcome. If you are joining us from Israel, you are welcome.
Me on this.
If you are joining us from any part of the world, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this program. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiam continue to guide and protect every one of us that has connected to this program. Please, as you join, like and share the program to other platforms. Make sure you invite at least one person to join. Make sure you invite at least one person to join us on this program. Don't watch alone. Do not watch alone. Make sure you invite somebody. It is very important because this is not a message that only you will hear. You must bring somebody along to join you and get this message. It is very important. We must carry everybody along. Those ones who have refused to see reason and the people who have not yet gotten the information. It is our duty to make sure that every one of them get the information. Wherever you are, please, you must start to speak up. Wherever you are, you must start to add your own voice. Wherever you are, your own contribution is very, very important. That is why you must bring somebody. A lot of things are happening in Biafra land as we are drawing very close to the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. We are getting very, very close. If you don't know that now. We are drawing very, very close to the restoration of independence state of Biafra. And as we are drawing closer, it is very important that you should know that the restoration of independence state of Biafra is in the hand of the Biafrans, you and I. If we are serious to restore Biafra, we will restore it. If we are not serious, it is not going to be restored. The propagandists will always be there. The blackmailers will be there. But I want you to know that today we are in no mercy period. We will not have mercy on our enemies anymore. Gone are the days when they say, oh, don't talk, don't mind them. Oh, overlook them. Oh, pardon them. Oh, forgive them. The time for that statement have passed. The time for us looking for people to like us and love us has passed. We have entered into a time where everything around us matters. We have entered into a time where every propaganda, every blackmail will be addressed. For a very long time, we have ignored these criminals. We have ignored the propaganda. We keep silent and we say it doesn't matter. For a very long time, we have kept silent and we allow the enemy to continue to push their lies. And at a point in time, some people begin to believe that lie to be truth. That is the danger of being silent. Because we were silent, they were able to push propaganda against us, and they made people believe that we are the troublemakers. Because we are silent, that is why they make people believe that most of us in Biafra land don't have legitimate source of income. They attach us to ritualists. But I can bet you today that the greatest ritualists you have in the zoo are from Afonja land. They are native doctors, they are citizens. We have seen them on several occasions on video evidence, where they were transacting human parts. Their pastors have been caught on the act. Their youths have been caught on the act. Their native doctors have been caught on the act. Their women have been caught on the act. It is all over social media, but they will never talk about it much. Instead, they will use their Nollywood to be acting movie, and they will portray us as people who do not earn legitimate means of income. And the painful thing is that our own Biafran people help them to promote that idiotic movies. Most of the things they say about us today is based on propaganda, no facts. Most of the lies they have succeeded in pushing today is based on propaganda. And because we kept silent, we were not responding. We didn't care. We were busy focusing on other issues. We failed to address this criminality. Today, so many people are beginning to believe their lies. The same way they push lie, they say that our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, caused the war. But the war has nothing to do with Dim Odumegwu. He didn't cause the war. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu, was only fighting to defend Biafra land. Today, they are pushing propaganda and lies. They tell you that Mazi Simon Ekpa, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Biafra, is taking the life of Biafrans. They say he's buying Biafrans. He's making Biafra land insecure. A very big lie. The only person today that is securing Biafra land is the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And his president is threatening them. They are so scared of his president. That is why they are blackmailing him. You and I know that the criminals who are in charge of the insecurity in Biafra land today are the governors, the politicians, the IPOB Nigeria. I have played a confession how they took over the ESN that was meant to protect the Biafran people and they turned them to Bubago. I have played the video how the IPOB that Mazen Nandekano established got corrupted, and the people who were supposed to guide the IPOB sold them to the governors, and the governors continue to use them as kidnappers, touts, as terror group. We have seen an evidence that was provided how the late Muhammad Buhari sponsored the Bubago to destabilize the southeastern region. All these informations are online. Investigation that was done by an international body revealed how late Muhammad Buhari sponsored the Bubago to destabilize the southeast through the governors. All these informations are out there. But they will not talk about it. The presence of Mazi Simon Ekpa stopped and put to an end the wickedness, the destruction of Bubago and the terrorists in uniform. Every one of us know that the Nigerian military, Nigerian police are a bunch of terrorists. Everything I'm saying is based on evidence. We have seen series of evidence that shows that these people are a bunch of terrorists. You can identify them as terrorists by their actions, by their behaviors, by their modus operandi. It is not very difficult to find. The way they go, they destroy the house of the Biafran people. They rape and abduct men and women. They went ahead even to abduct children in Biafran territory. They go into a civilian area, they open fire, set their homes on fire and displace them. The same thing the Boko Haram is doing to the indigenous people in the north. That is what their Nigerian terrorist army are doing in Biafran territory. But the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, said enough is enough. And he ordered the Liberation Army to make sure they send them back to where they are coming from. And that is what the Liberation Army have been doing for many months now. And as I speak, everybody already knows that Mazi Simon Ekpa is the solution. For all those who are still believing, who are deceived by the criminality of the IPOB Nigeria and some other idiots, those of them who are talking down on Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, those who said he's a troublemaker, oh, he's causing trouble, he's causing confusion. At the same time, they claim to be followers of Mazi Nandekano. These are the most dangerous set of people that you must stay away from. Any Biafran that tells you he supports Mazi Nandekano and does not support Mazi Simon Ekpa, they are the most dangerous people you must stay away from. Anybody that comes out to praise Mazi Nandekano and then hate the God of Mazi Simon Ekpa, wrong for that person. They are the evil men. They are the real agents of darkness. Because every one of us know what Mazi Nandekano stands for. He said it is either Biafra or that. that he will never stop fighting for Biafra. It's either he gets Biafra or he dies fighting for it. Mazen Nandekana has nothing to do with politics or politicians. These informations are everywhere, they're clear. But what you see today are a bunch of idiots who have sold their conscience and they are trying to turn IPOB to a political pressure group, which they have already succeeded. The IPOB in Nigeria today have been made a political pressure group. They have become a voice for the Zoological Republic, where they channel their energy is attacking their own brother, attacking their own fellow comrade. That is what they do. While they provide information for the zoo and praise the zoo for committing genocide in Biafra land. But I thank Chukwu that there are still some people who are saying, majority are saying, more than 50 million people that gave their vote to Biafran government are saying, and they know what they want. And no man born of a woman can stop our desire. We must get what we want. Wherever you're watching this program from, I want you to pay attention to the word of Mazen Nandekano when he was interviewed. I want you to pay close attention, listen carefully, so that you can hear his own side of what Mazen Nandekano thinks. After you must have heard from him, then you can now begin to conclude within yourself who is standing with Mazen Nandekano. May Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect him. There is no going back. It does not matter what the result may be. Biafra must come. I want you to listen to this.
One of their principal ideas is that this should be done in a peaceful way. Is your group opposed to a peaceful way of achieving Biafra, or are you in support of both sides, whether peaceful or non-peaceful? What is your group behind?
I support both sides. If they give us peace, that is wonderful. If they decide to go down the route of violence, then I can give you this assurance today. Of course, your worldwide listeners and viewers may be able to note this. If they do not give us Biafra, there will be nothing living in that very zoo they call Nigeria. Nothing will survive there, I can assure you. You see, 1967 to 1970 is not 2013 to 2015. We had scientists then, now we have men that can make things happen, even better than what we had in the late 60s. So that should ring as a warning to all of them that we are not joking. I do not believe in peaceful actualization or whatever rubbish is called. I have never seen where you become free by peaceful means. If you know, you tell me. I'm a student of contemporary history. I have never come across anywhere in history books where you get your freedom out of a peaceful process. It's never happened. Never, ever, ever.
Now, let me ask you, if you look at the world today, look at a place like Scotland, where people, the Scottish, are in the process of trying to see if they will get their own country. Basically, the way they went about it was to say, we want to be separate from the British England, and they are putting a process where they will vote, and if majority of them say they want to move, and they will move. Now, I want to ask you, do you think that if you ask majority of Igbo people today whether they should be part of Nigeria or part of Biafra, that you have the numbers that will come to your side of the argument?
Yes, we have over 98% of our people willing. The other 2% are those fathered by Hausa Fulani men as a consequence of the war. Everybody born as a Biafran, everybody born as an Igbo, Ibibio, Efik, Anangebanke, anybody born as a Joe has freedom implanted in their DNA. That is why we have autonomous communities. Have you seen anywhere in the world where you have autonomous communities? Have you seen? The answer is no. The reason why we have autonomous communities is because we are born to be free. We want to be autonomous, and that freedom must be carried right all the way to the heart of governance in the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We must make this very, very clear and abundantly clear to our people that our quest is for us to be free. You mentioned Scotland. Scotland is already a free nation. What they are seeking in Scotland is independence. We are not free and we are not independent either. So that is why the same scenario doesn't apply at all. In Scotland, as a Scottish person, you have your own parliament. You can do whatever you like. You even have what is called tax-raising powers. You can raise taxes or you can lower them as you like. The Scottish Court of Sessions is in charge of the entire legal process in Scotland.
Now, Nandi, let me ask you. I know. Why don't your group push for that in a place like the national conference that is going on now to get that kind of autonomy first, rather than now pushing for independence without whether Nigeria wants it or not?
The fact of the matter is that the structures doesn't exist. The institutions that will allow the emergence of a democratic Biafra within a peaceful setting does not currently exist in that very place you call Nigeria. Mind you, that is the name of a river. Up north, you call them Niger, which is French. If you come down a little bit, it is called Niger, which is English. And the people that live around it are called Nigerians. The only place, or part of the only place in Black Africa where you name a people after a river. I have never seen any civilized country in the world where people are named after a river. It's never happened before. The people own the river, not the other way around. By tacitly accepting the word and the tag Nigeria, what it means is that you never had any history until Frederick Lugard came, which is a fallacy, it's an abomination, and nobody should be saying that. Coming back to what you said, there is no way we can run for office as a political party. We tried it with ABGA and it did not work. These issues were thrashed out very well. Is that the people that control the levers of power within Nigeria are not politically sophisticated enough to appreciate the finer point of political discourse. In other words, that disputes resolution can best be conducted within a political setting where people are civilized. And I'm afraid to say that what I see in the zoo they call Nigeria.
My fellow Biafrans that are watching in the place you're watching from, please do not get distracted. No matter how they try to stop us or distract us, do not get distracted. Don't get distracted. No matter their obstructions, we will continue to expose their evil. You have heard our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan, and his word, he was very, very clear. His statement was very clear. He's not missing words. But they continue to push lies and blackmail. They continue to push falsehood. And I want you to hear another message from our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan. For you to understand that Mazen Simon Ekpa is standing on a solid ground. What he's doing is backed up, and there is no going back. I want you to watch.
And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not one iota, not 1 inch, because Biafra must come. Because the hatred have continued to this very day. As I'm speaking and addressing all of you right now, they are still arresting, extrajudicially murdering people in our land, people who are alien to our culture, our way of life, our tradition. They are in our land directing their people to slaughter, to kill without mercy. Unfortunately, those we regard as political leaders have connived with these people to ensure the decimation of their own population. That is the type of nonsense we can no longer condone, as you all know.
You have heard from our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekan that we will never stop. It doesn't matter how they try to stop us. We will never stop. Instead, we will even go deeper. Deeper they can imagine. Today, I am going to play the other version of this very video we watched yesterday. We didn't complete it. So we are going to try to complete it today, the Okuta panel. When we continue the Okuta panel, I want you to listen carefully. Because in this Okuta panel, we are going to learn a lot of things. There are a lot of lessons to learn. That is why I am playing it. It is important so that you can know where we are coming from. You can know the rivers we have crossed. You can know the effort that has been made in that zoo, and it never worked. In Okuta panel, confessions we have been made. In that confessions, many lies we have been told. Even after all the revelations were made, there is no reconciliation. Today, the hatred in the zoo have continued and increased more than ever. The dehumanization have increased more than ever. That is why I urge every one of us to pay attention. Let us listen and hear what they have to say today. Information is power. Some of these things, they are out there on the internet, but some of us don't have time to pay attention to it. But we have chosen to use our time and bring these informations out so that you can be able to digest it. When you digest it, you will know why the Prime Minister is on the right path. You will know why the Biafran people have said no is no. You will know why Biafran people have said that we exit this. Let us listen and hear the discussion on the Okuta panel today. We continue from where we stopped yesterday.
Do you know where he was on the night of the 14th?
I know he was booked in a Ikoyi hotel.
So he was in Lagos. He was in Lagos.
You did the deduction as much as mine.
How do you know he was booked? Because you checked later.
I did not have to check.
How did you know he was booked?
Hearsay.
Oh.
If you want to accept, everything here is hearsay.
Okay.
He himself told me he was booked.
He was
booked and he changed his room. And that was his alibi for not being killed on that night.
You saw him at the party. I put it to you.
You may say so. I said I don't remember.
Good.
There were so many other people.
The next morning, he flew to Enugu. Do you know that?
He had told me that.
Fine. It was the plane that brought him to Enugu on the morning of the 15th that took Archbishop Macarius out of Enugu. Did he tell you that?
He might have.
He might have.
He might have.
Say it aloud. He might have.
He might have.
Thank you. Did he tell you why he had to arrive in Enugu on the morning of the 15th?
He told me he insisted he wanted to go and see the state of his battalion.
Good. When was this posting, which he delayed until after the party of the 14th, that he will come to Enugu on the morning of the 15th to make sure that he stays with his battalion on that morning of the 15th? When was the posting?
You would know that better than I.
I know. But you had given evidence.
Not.
You know.
I did not give evidence on the posting of military officers.
Let me put it to you. You know about what happened on the night of the 14th.
I know.
Yes.
I came to know.
Good.
If you are talking about what happened that amounted to a coup, I came to know.
Good. Did you know there was going to be a coup?
How would I?
You had no inkling?
Not at all.
Did you know, have you ever heard of what they call Operation No Mercy?
Never heard of it.
Show him Ali's book. This one.
Biafrans, just pay attention and listen. You are going to learn a lot on this episode.
The British High Commissioner wanted to provide him a room at the was preemptive of the Operation No Mercy. Do you agree? That's what the book said.
I don't believe in the book. I don't even believe the writer knows what he's talking about.
All right.
It's his opinion. But he was never even a soldier.
Thank you.
You said it was preempting a jihad. You now want us to believe it's preempting, what is it? Operation No Mercy?
When you finish, many northerners knew about the coup that was to take place that night.
I don't know how many is many, and I don't know
tell
if
you.
I know.
I will tell you.
For one, I speak for myself. I don't know.
Alhaji Yusuf knew.
He was in a position to know because
Thank you very much.
He was a police officer. I don't know him.
Thank you very much. Apart from him, if he knew, he was in a position to know.
Many people knew.
He was there. Oh,
many Nigerians knew. Many Igbos knew.
That's what I'm telling you.
There were suggestions of coup.
That's what I want to tell you.
But not 15th of January.
Alhaji Yusuf knew of the coup of the 14th night.
Is that so?
Yes.
Good.
Let me tell you that he knew. He also told the Sadwana.
He did?
I say he did. He's here.
Good.
Isn't he here?
Who, Sadwana?
Who was the commander, the brigade commander of in the north, in Kaduna?
Brigadier Ademalogun.
He knew about the coup.
He did?
Yes.
Well, he did then.
Good. He told Sadwana about the coup.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay, he told him.
He advised Sadwana that it was better that they take him to the Chad or Niger.
I heard so too.
Very well.
Yeah, I heard the story.
Well. Oh, you have heard it. See, we are hearing the same thing because we are the same age.
Yes.
Now, Akintola knew.
I heard he knew.
Good. And he flew to Kaduna on that Friday afternoon to brief Ahmadu Bello.
So I heard.
Thank you. Abubakar knew.
He did?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Did you hear he knew?
He knew.
Yes.
He knew.
The British High Commissioner wanted to provide him a room at the commission and he refused. Do you know that?
So they knew. The British High Commissioner knew.
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that because you mentioned a foreign government.
I know what I know. I don't know what they know.
Did you hear later that the British High Commissioner said, my friend, sit, come in my room, come and I'll keep you, the flag will protect you. Because that night, something was going to happen.
My lord, this was not my evidence, but we are enriched.
It's not your evidence. I'm asking you what you know or what you have heard about this coup.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you took part and want to hide it.
You can investigate me.
It's too late.
It's never too late.
All right.
Crime is crime.
Let us find out what you heard or what you know.
Yes. Before or after the event?
Before the coup.
Well, all this you say, I never knew before the coup.
Do you know that there was a Commonwealth conference that night?
I knew of it, yes.
Good. That the one Mr. Wilson was the Prime Minister.
Who?
Wilson.
Yes, Harold Wilson.
Did you hear that he also offered Abubakar the frigate that was in Apapa?
I must have read it somewhere.
Thank you very much. You read them?
Yes.
After the coup?
I read or heard of them after the coup.
Did you investigate them?
It's not my duty to investigate.
Thank you.
He's talking about.
Show him this document. My Lord, I apply to tender it. Copy of the Outlook.
Yes.
Just wait. Wait. When it is tendered, we still have 50.
Is army victims in the 1966 coup,
That is
exhibit 104. Army victims in 1966 I think it's incident. T is missing. Give him.
Excuse me, can I have 95? Moffat.
104.
Moffat.
But I want it. You want to look at it?
Let the truth be told. Yes, show it to him. Show it to him. Give him the book first.
Yes.
Look at page 157 of that exhibit.
Which exhibit? 104? Which exhibit?
Yes, 157. Yes.
Exhibit what? Exhibit 98. Exhibit 98. Look at page 157.
Yes.
Look at number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on the column Kaduna.
Yes.
11, you have 4 Nigerians, correct?
Yes.
12, you have just police, correct?
Yes.
13, you have security guards, correct?
Yes.
14, you have shot by soldiers, correct?
Yes.
15, one of the attackers shot by police.
Yes.
The writer was given others who were killed in Kaduna. Is that correct?
I don't know.
All right. He deliberately has not put in their names.
I don't know if it's deliberate.
From what you are looking from 11 to 14, you read it. Are there names on those ones?
What he wrote. I'm not responsible for what he wrote, my lord.
That is the book you are relying on. You quoted Moffat.
Relying on it in what respect? It has
In
to do with the
when you
specific
quote,
respect.
in what respect were you
We
relying?
rely on it insofar as what they wrote here can be relied on.
That's exactly. So
that's what he wrote, and we rely on it.
Thank you. You rely on whatever he wrote.
What they wrote, insofar as we have used it, we rely on what he said in that context.
Moffat, do you know him as a person?
Who?
Moffat.
No.
You don't. If you read it, you find he said the tape, the manuscript, was left in the archives of University of Oxford. Did you read it anywhere there?
I can't recall reading that.
27, page 27.
Is that so?
Good.
You have just exhausted 1 hour. You have only 1 hour left.
I know, my lord. My lord, I know. I know. Did you ever investigate in that university whether the manuscript is there before you rely on the book? No?
No.
No. The reason you did not investigate is because you know this manuscript, the tapes, are in Ahmadu Bello University.
That is not the reason. When we applied
Do you know?
permission to make a reply,
Let me finish.
We had a time limit. During that limit, we could only do what is reasonable.
Till now,
for the discovery of truth, you want us to go to all the archives and produce facts.
I am suggesting to
we
you
will
now.
do so.
I am suggesting to you now that when you mentioned Moffat in June, you had time to investigate. And I'm putting to you that the tape he said is in Oxford is in Ahmadu Bello University today, and you know it.
Well, since you know it, my lord, and you want to rely on it, you could have applied for it. We did what was humanly possible. It is not the only fact on which we relied upon.
It is a book written by Moffat, commissioned by Kaduna Mafia.
I don't know them.
You don't know. I'm suggesting to you that it is.
Well, you are entitled.
When Decree 34 was promulgated, those mainly affected were whites. Do you agree?
I don't agree unless you show me the statistics.
They knew they were going to lose their job.
Please refresh my memory. I don't remember what
Do
exactly
you
you're talking
know
about.
that after July coup, after January, between January and July,
Yes.
there were clandestine radios pouring information to Kaduna radio, and Kaduna radio was picking it from outside the borders, Nigeria and Chad. Do you know?
I don't know that they are clandestine. And if
But
they
you,
were,
you knew of radio announcements coming into Nigeria from those areas.
radio waves are unstoppable.
But
don't stop
did you
them.
hear about it?
Hear what? That they were clandestine, planned by who? Deliberately attacking the listening audience in Nigeria? That's not in my evidence.
They helped to inflame those who were hearing it.
My Lord, you know them. Since we are looking for the truth, please help.
And they helped to inflame the northerners.
Who are they, my Lord, sir? I don't know. You have to tell me.
You mentioned a foreign agent that gave money.
Where?
You don't know you mentioned it.
Show me where I mentioned it. I will see the context in which I mentioned it. I will defend it.
Which context did you mention it?
Did I mention it?
Yes, you did.
Show me where I mentioned it.
We will address on it.
Thank you.
Those foreign governments are Arab countries. Say no.
Are you asking me to say no?
I am putting it to you that they are, because you know them.
I don't know them.
When you
I'm
read,
surprised, my Lord, that you should suggest this thing.
when you read a paper and it is not true, what do you do?
When you read a paper and it is not true,
Do you try to correct it?
you mean that there is a mistake, or you conclude that what is said is not true?
That the contents of what you have read are not true. Do you need to challenge it?
No?
You don't.
Everyone is entitled to his mistakes, to
All
his
right.
opinion, to his statement. We read it for whatever value it is.
You are the son of a soldier, am I right?
My father was once a soldier. He was also a teacher. He was also a policeman.
Good. By the first convocation of the Ahmadu Bello University, by the first convocation ever, he was the man carrying the mace.
That was not my father. My father never carried the mace.
What did he
on
carry?
the
Torch?
convocation.
Touch of unity?
My father did act as Sergeant of Arms of the Northern Regional Assembly.
Did you know he ever carried a touch of unity at the University of
It never existed in his lifetime.
Ahmadu Bello never existed before he died?
You said University of Maiduguri.
No. Ahmadu Bello University.
Yes.
Did he ever do anything there that you know?
My father didn't walk the grounds of any university, my lord.
But he was mace carrier for the late Sadwana.
He was not mace carrier for the late Sadana.
What was he?
Sadana never had a mace.
What
It
was
was
he?
the House of Assembly that had a mace.
So he was the mace carrier of the House of Assembly.
I don't know if you want to call
Show
it mace
him.
carrier. We call it Sergeant at Arms.
He was at
Sorry, my lord.
He was once a sergeant at arms.
I'm
He
sorry.
was.
Thank you.
Acted as Sergeant
The
of
witness's
I
father
applied to
has
tell-
nothing to do with the investigation before this commission.
I applied to tender.
Arms. You can cover up the story. We've said our story.
You see, my lord,
If he doesn't know, he say, I don't know.
yeah, but
And we
he's
get
asking
on.
too many irrelevant and personal insultive questions, my
What
lord.
document?
Yes, the commission should stop him.
The university document? You're talking about mace and torch.
Get it from him. And my lord, I applied to tender.
He's talking about his late father. It has
You've
nothing to
seen
do
the
with commission.
photograph of your father there?
Yes, I've seen the photograph of
You've
my
seen the
father.
photograph of your father there?
Yes.
What is
Thank
the
you.
point? He said you are talking about his late father.
His late father, yes.
Uh-huh.
No, it's all right.
I applied to tender.
What's the nexus?
I am seeing
Hold
it,
it.
and I'm seeing it in this magazine for the first time, and I'm pleased to see it.
Yes.
And I would like to have a copy.
I will give you a copy.
Yes. Yes.
My lord, I will apply to
We
tender.
don't clap here. If anybody claps, we send him out.
But I don't know what this has to do with whatever you are looking for as the
I will lead to it. I apply
Then
to
you can
tender
lead to
it.
it.
I will tender it first.
Thank you.
What is the... You want to tender it?
Yes, my lord.
All right.
The magazine, and in particular the page.
Show counsel on the other side. Mark it exhibit 105. What page are you referring to?
The page where his father, the photograph of his father appeared as Sergeant at Arms. Yeah. Page 19, my lord.
19.
19. Free news.
Yes, mark it and give it to the witness.
Let me go, my friend. Exhibit 104 shows the list of casualties in the 1966 coup. That's my question.
I thought you were making a statement.
Yes?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Exhibit, what is it you have there?
Exhibit 104.
I put to you that it contains the list of casualties of the 1966 coup. Do you agree?
That's what Nigerian Outlook says.
Thank you. Please show him the magazine, the last exhibit. Show him. Exhibit what? Look at the top of that magazine. Can you read the heading?
Yes.
Please.
Northern Emirs killed. Sardauna, not Igbos.
Good. Have you ever seen that magazine before now?
No.
Thank you.
I can't remember seeing it. Diko Haruna versus IBB.
Thank you. Take it from him, please.
March 1993.
Thank you.
20 naira. The just and the fair, not.
Do you know Colonel? Witness, do you know Colonel Amuna?
Yes, I do.
He was number 19 in the Nigerian Army.
If he says so, yes.
He was the chief of staff on the 14th of January 1966.
I don't remember that. He was not.
Do you know, you read the transcript of the evidence he gave in Enugu?
Yes.
He said, as army staff, chief of staff, he ordered the arrest of the mutineers. Did you read that?
I read him say so, yes.
Good. That is true.
I don't know if it was true.
You did not ask him to come here to be confronted for distorting history.
It was not relevant.
Thank you. Show me the evidence. You know, you had all the exhibits too.
All the exhibits?
that were tendered in Enugu, did you ask for them?
No.
Good. In 1994, Colonel Abon Awuna had a clean discharge by the Nigerian Army. Clean discharge.
What year?
1994. He applied.
Yes.
He was given a clean discharge.
Yes.
Good. He was not alleged to have done anything.
Yes.
That is Exhibit 11. He is still not in the Nigerian Army.
Neither am I.
He was not formally retired.
If he was given a clean discharge, then he's discharged. That's formal enough. So I don't agree with you, sir.
Between 1967 and 1994, when he was given a clean discharge, he was not allowed to be in the army.
You will ask him if he was not allowed.
That is because he's an Igbo man. Give another reason.
Where was he?
He was sitting in his house in Enugu, applying to be paid his salary, to be reintegrated.
Was he posted there?
He was not given any assignment.
Was he still on the MS list?
That is why he came in 1994 and said, look, what have I done? If I have anything, state it in Exhibit 11. And they said, we had nothing about you, nothing against you. I'm asking you now, is that fair? And I suggest, since you hesitate, it is because he's Igbo.
I am not hesitating.
Thank
I was
you.
retired before 1979 because I'm Hausa Fulani, as they say.
You have not petitioned.
He was retired.
You have not petitioned.
At the end of the war. My lord, let me correct you.
He was not retired.
If you say so,
He was not.
You know the facts, he knows the facts.
No,
if
no,
he was
no,
not
no,
retired,
no.
he should have been posted.
Yes. He said he was not retired.
That's
he was
what
not
he
dismissed,
said.
that he ought to have been posted, and you agree?
If he was not retired, he ought to have been posted. But I put
That
it,
he
I'm
was
sorry, I
not
can't put it to you.
posted is because he is Igbo.
May I give you my opinion?
Your reason why he was not posted?
Yes.
Do you know? Because you are speaking
Let
for federal
me
government. You are speaking now for federal government.
I am speaking from my own knowledge.
No,
At the end of the Civil War 1970,
No, Haruna.
all officers were inquired into at the end of the Civil War.
Haruna.
There were those who were absorbed, there were those who were retired. If he did not disclose these facts, it's up to him. But if he was not retired, he ought to have been posted. Why did he wait from 1970 to 1994 before he acted on asking a formal retirement? How many years?
Haruna,
It was a contract of service. There is a legal limit.
since you are representing federal government,
I am not representing federal government.
Thank you.
I am in this box to speak for ACF.
thank you. You are not here representing federal government.
I am not.
Thank you very much. So, all the allegations made about disempowerment by Ndi Igbo, and let me first ask you, you know Ndi Igbo, Ohaneze, does not represent southern Nigeria. Do you know?
Well, by the name, as it implies, it represents Ohaneze Ndi Igbo.
Good. It represents the number of states you stated in Exhibit 40. Abia, Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Enugu. Is that correct?
The Igbo-speaking peoples are in those states, yes.
So they do not represent here, southern Nigeria. Is that correct?
You are not representing eastern Nigeria, southern Nigeria, or western Nigeria. You
Their
are
petition.
representing Igbos, my lord.
Good.
That's what you told us.
Yes.
Your petition is Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, not Ohaneze Ndi East.
Did you respond? Did you respond to Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, or did you respond to southern Nigeria?
We responded to issues raised and unrebutted evidence which we felt should be rebutted as submitted by Ohaneze Ndi Igbo's petition and evidence.
Show him the addendum, please. The addendum. Which the addendum?
Look at the index on Kusala. Do you have it? You see where it is mentioned about people not coming into sensitive positions in the army. So, look at the index.
Page 71 on exhibit what? Show me exhibit 63. Page 71. Look at page 71 of exhibit 63, paragraph 42.
Yes, 42.
Can you read it?
Some people have even gone to the extent of calling for the annihilation of the North, as the Tutsis have been in Rwanda. Chief Bola Ige, for instance, has in his column in the Sunday Tribune consistently called for a genocide against the Tutsis of Nigeria, the Hausa Fulani, and the rest of Northerners. He has said, and his quote, and I quote, "As the Tutsis of Nigeria, the Fulani of Nigeria are likely to end up sharing the same bloody fate with the Tutsis of Rwanda," quote closes.
Thank you.
The crimes of the North are said to be, the quote continues, that they have transformed themselves into...
Let me ask you another question.
Sorry, yes.
You have introduced the Honorable Attorney General at page 71. Is that correct?
No.
You have mentioned his name.
Yes, that we did, yes. As the author of an article in...
Did Ohaneze mention him?
No.
Does he come from Indibo?
No.
Ohaneze. Thank you.
In the context of Hausa Fulani domination, he was mentioned, and that is the context. The paragraph 400 says...
Now, I'll go to the next question.
We are exploding the myth of northern domination in Nigeria, not over Indibo alone.
When the Prime Minister said in Hausa, but I say it in English, which I know, Igbo, you are no longer part of Nigeria. The federal government continued immediately to treat the Igbos as non-Nigerians. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Well, you didn't tell me when he said it. You told me to read it in the book.
Does it matter?
I read it. It does matter.
He said
because you are now asking me, my Lord, when and immediately after there was a consequence. You didn't let me read when the event took place.
He said it on the 14th of January, 1966.
The night he was killed.
Yes.
Under the oppression of an overpowering power of an Igbo officer.
Have you answered my question?
I have not heard your question, sir.
After that statement made by the overpowering power of Anuforo, which is in that book,
yes,
Nigeria, which you don't represent, continued to take Igbos as not belonging to Nigeria.
No, Igbos continued to rule Nigeria.
Next question.
Erosi took over immediately, was ruling Nigeria. Erosi was ruling northern region immediately thereafter.
You know there are international airports. I'll mention them.
International?
Where planes land, airports.
Yes, yes.
There is one in Maiduguri.
Yes.
There is one in Kano.
Yes.
There is one in Abuja.
Yes.
There is Port Harcourt.
Yes.
There is Lagos.
Yes.
There is Calabar.
Yes.
There is Abuja.
Yes.
There is none.
There is Enugu. There is Owerri.
Do you understand my question?
You have not asked the question. I was completing the, what do you call it, sui generis, or the complete geography or enumeration of airports.
All right. I said international airports I've mentioned the ones in Nigeria. There is not one in Igbo land on Ohanes and Igbo. Before 29th May.
My lord, if you are suggesting airports are placed for ethnic purposes, that's a different matter. I am not coming, my lord.
There is none.
There is none in Buraland.
Thank you.
There is none in Kwajafa.
There is no petition here by Iberaland. When they come, they will rule on it. Do you answer my question? There is no international airport before May 29th.
I do not know that they are supposed to be.
You don't? Good. There is a refinery in Kaduna.
Yes. Is it Hausa Fulani, my lord?
What? Something is worrying your head.
Yes, something is worrying my head.
You see, you know
what
is
worrying my head.
You know what is,
I am thinking of Nigeria.
You know what is worrying?
I am thinking of ethnic Nigeria. So it's worrying my head. You are right. You are worrying my head.
My lord,
I was a general for the Nigerian army. I wasn't a general for Kaduna refinery.
My lord, we are here for reconciliation and for stating the facts. We can also insult people, but we are not ready to do it. But the commission must act. I mean, the general is too old.
Counsel.
Yes. You are very senior counsel. You have to withdraw that statement.
Counsel, senior counsel. What did you say? No, you.
My lord, I just asked a question.
Yes.
He knows there is a refinery in Kaduna, and this problem started.
No, what did you say? No. Hold it. I'm asking him. Do you want to answer for him? Oh. What did you say?
My lord, I asked a question. And yes, I think I remember.
He didn't answer the question.
I'm so sorry.
And then what did you say?
I apologize to you.
Oh, well, because
I apologize.
The mark of maturity
my lord, I apologize.
Is to disagree.
Yes, my lord.
Without being disagreeable.
My lord, the problem I'm having is that he says,
do accept his apology. He says apologize, and we share in the apology too. Because you're one of us.
To be quite candid, my lord, it doesn't call for apology.
It doesn't, but he has apologized. I will join in the apology.
Thank you, my
lord.
Thank you, my lord, for apologizing.
My lord.
I concede. Thank you very much.
Aruna, I'm sorry.
Thank you, my lord.
I'm sorry.
So
my lord, the problem I have, my lord, is that when he goes on, eats my time, and my other friend on that takes my time, I seem to lose my normal self. So
I wish I had a stopwatch, so when I stop it.
The loss is mutual.
Now, witness.
Yes, my lord.
Witness.
Yes, my lord.
You remember I gave you a copy.
Yes.
Of the head of state's statement at last year's independence celebration.
No.
Oh, yeah, I made a photocopy and gave you.
Where?
Here, you don't remember? All right.
Socially or in this?
No, socially, ordinarily. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Because you see, that is why I cannot.
I remember you gave me a photocopy of
that
a
is
speech,
why
yes.
I cannot behave the way people think I behave, because we are friends. That is the speech made on the first democracy. Look at the copy again now.
Yes.
My lord, I apply to tender it. The speech by the head of state.
Yes, I have seen this copy.
Is this an exhibit?
I apply to tender it.
What's the name?
Address to a nation by His Excellency President Olusegun Obasanjo on the occasion of the first Democracy Day, Abuja, May 29, 2000.
Yes. Show him.
What's the name of the document? Address by His Excellency. Come on.
While he marks it.
Yes.
I say while he marks it. Hey. Witness, you see the problem I have from all sides.
Yes. You deserve it.
Now,
I'm sorry.
106.
You remember, you recollect.
Yes, my lord.
Nzogwo, when he died, was given full military honors.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
show him. Let me show you.
Just read the portion I read with you here together, page 219 of that page. Just these first two paragraphs.
Yes, page 219.
Yes.
The paragraph reads, in pursuance of this objective of unity and recognizing the fact that justice must at all times be tempered with mercy, the federal government has decided that all officers who were dismissed from service because of the stand they took in the war will now have their dismissals converted into retirement. It is another step to put the unsavory past behind us. There may be more of such acts of reconciliation in the future, but our administration is convinced that this decision will go to a great extent help put behind us the still lingering bitterness and alienation arising from that tragic episode of our history. This administration will continue to bind wounds and ensure genuine reconciliation.
Thank you very much. Does that show, if you agree, say yes. If you don't, say no. That by the time he was making that speech, before this commission was set up, the head of state for Nigeria realized that there had not been complete reconciliation.
You must have realized so.
Thank you. In your response to Arewa, you said there had been complete reconciliation done immediately after the war.
Yes.
Would that be right?
It is right, because reconciliation is a matter of degree. We are reconciled with our families, with our wives. We still quarrel and still eat their food and carry the family. So there's a degree of reconciliation. We are here talking with each other. If there was no reconciliation as complete to express our free democratic views, we will not be voting in the same parties for one another. He is making a political statement. He is making a concession perhaps to get votes. But it's not the same as saying that we are not reconciled.
Thank you.
But it's also encouraging the kind of things that have happened in the East.
Thank you. You know that sometime in 1996, 1997, the former head of state who was being represented here went to 3 different locations in this country in what he called prayer session for Nigeria and apologized for whatever he did during his tenure. Do you know that?
I know that.
Thank you. I'd like to tender this courtesy, my lord. Ukuria. He is head of Arewa.
He is not head of Arewa.
He's a member.
He's a member of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
Correction.
You know, 107.
I correct that statement. He's a member of...
What statement? What you made?
Lessons in Gawan's apology. Exhibit 107.
My lord, there are 3 copies there. There are 3.
107.
For the 3, my lord.
Yes?
Yes, brother. You know, Colonel Major General Robert Adeyinka Adebayo.
Yes, I know him.
You know that this year he apologized for whatever he did as a soldier during the war openly. Do you know that?
I read it in the
Thank
papers.
you.
Yes, I do.
I apply to tender this blood.
You know, a colleague of ours, Chief Otumba. Hold it. Mark it first. What page did he say that? Did he apologize? You want us to read the whole thing?
The whole thing, my lord. We'll address you on that. There's no time.
Mark it, 108.
Adebayo also called on other officers to apologize for their own act during the war. At the bottom. Just continue the apologies, sir. Yes?
Sorry? You said they apologized. So I'm looking at exhibit 108.
We will address on that.
Oh, okay.
You know Chief T.S. Benson?
Yes, I do.
He wrote an apology which he headed, "Forgive and Forget the Past." Have you ever read it?
No, I haven't.
I apply to tender it. You will find it in the book. Page. I'll tell you that page particularly.
It was 109, page what?
Well, it is the last few pages there. Page what? General, or colleague or witness. I think I'd rather call you a colleague. You know, sometime in 1998,
yes,
the Pope, you must have heard it.
Yes.
For the second time visited Nigeria.
Yes.
Good. He called for reconciliation.
Yes.
Thank you. And the title is Nigeria Be Reconciled.
Yes.
Thank you. I appear to tender it, Lord.
Exhibit 110.
Now, page 17. Is tender, Lord, I apply to tender that one. Yes, I will be there. I will be there. My Lord, I will also tender in particular page 17 of that book. My Lord,
you want to show him the exhibit?
And I want to tender it. And I want to tender in particular
Pope's
page
call
17.
110.
And in particular,
Nigeria Be Reconciled, 110.
And in particular page 17.
But he's charging you for publishing. He published it.
Oh, he published it. My Lord, a lot of people will be charged for the books that have gone in here.
So you haven't paid for using it. Yes, another one.
You must have heard that sometime in April, the same Pope went to Greece and publicly apologized for all the Catholic Church had done for the last 500 years. Did you hear about it?
I did, yes.
Thank you. I apply to tender this, my Lord.
Exhibit 111.
Your Lordship, please. Witness, you accept that for an apology, there has to be repentance. One has to acknowledge that something has happened which his conscience does not admit.
Not necessarily. I don't accept.
You cannot say for General Gawan why he apologized, can you?
Because he wants us Nigerians.
Can you?
What?
Can you say why General Gawan apologized?
I cannot say.
Thank you.
Not my position to say. I don't know what you apologize for either.
Now, you have said again that you are not representing the federal government. If the federal government apologizes for, I give you an example, the bombing at Owerri, where 500 people were killed one morning, would you say they are wrong?
I will ask them to also apologize for bombing Kaduna Airport.
Good. When you put your petition.
Beg your pardon?
When you put your petition. You have no petition in this commission.
Neither do we stand for the apology of the federal government.
If the federal government apologizes for the mass killing at Asaba, Oboisoho, which was testified by the bishop and confirmed by Dr. Raya, which you did not report here, will you, Arewa, raise an eyebrow?
With that hypothesis, if you still raise an 8.6 trillion million
not million,
and accuse
I'm
us,
talking about apology.
yes.
If the federal government decides to apologize,
and you still came here to say what you have said, we will still enter a response.
is there anything that you did in the army that you want to apologize now?
None that I know of.
None that you know of.
Yes.
As commander of the battalion that massacred people at Item, Owerri, Oboisohe and Asaba, now would he, that commander, apologize?
My division, which I commanded, was not a battalion. There were battalions and brigades. If they engage in massacre, in accordance to what you say, I would have court-martialed them.
Good. If you did not, and people are now saying, for what you have done, murder of people in open day at Item, murder of people 9:15 a.m. in a market, 700 dead. Murder of defenseless people who have come to welcome the Nigerian troops, 500 at Asaba. Would you expect that person now, like Gawan, to say, I am sorry?
I, as a combatant commander of the troops,
as a witness in this box,
testifying for and on behalf of the soldiers who fought the Civil War, they fought it in the principle of preserving the Nigerian Federation. I have no apologies for maintaining the Federation of Nigeria. That was my task. If my commander-in-chief, who was in command, gave me command, which I carried out with troops, if he now fails to apologize, and he has apologized, it is in his own wisdom to do so. But insofar as I commanded troops and obeyed orders, within the competence of my profession, I have no apologies. I have no apologies.
In your religion,
here together as citizens of Nigeria.
In your religion, you have a word called talion, equivalent of revenge. Is that correct?
Maybe correct, yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Because of that religion, you did not forgive the coup plotters of January. You revenged because of your religion in July.
It was never a religious context.
No.
I was never engaged in any religious context. I was not in a jihad. I was not.
Brother.
I was a soldier carrying out orders.
No, what I'm saying is, two of you can go on standing. Yes. What I'm saying is, your friend has, because
Sorry, sir.
Is standing. Yes. What is it about?
My lord, we are trying to reconcile Nigerians and look for a better Nigeria. We cannot be bringing religious sentiments here. You see, the way he's putting it, this can start any religious problem in this country, my lord.
All right, I'll put it another way.
Let him mind.
I will put it in another way. Please let my time not run out. Witness.
I don't know.
Yes.
Is it correct to say that the July coup was to revenge January coup?
It was an outbreak of indiscipline, motivated and inspired by the breakdown of law and order, which was motivated or
Is
promoted.
it a revenge?
Revenge is a matter of interpretation. What are they revenging?
If there had not been the January coup, would there have been a July coup?
They wouldn't.
Thank you. Thank you. Now look at finally at your appendices. Show him what is at the back of this paper. Figures. The appendices you have shown as to our claim for disempowerment.
Yes.
All those documents.
Yes.
Divide Nigeria.
All these are exhibits.
Yes, exhibits.
Already tendered.
Yes, madam.
Okay. All right.
They are in appendix, exhibit 63. All the attachments, what Arewa tried to do was to divide Nigeria into north and south. Is that correct?
Arewa was not dividing any Nigeria.
That is the way you were comparing our claim.
We are not comparing your claim.
You are responding to.
We were making
a response.
Statistical.
You were making a response.
As a response, yes.
Ndi Igbo said they have no refinery in Igbo land. And your response is, South has one refinery, North has one refinery. That is what you said. Is that correct?
Yes.
That one in the South, is it in Igbo land?
It is in the part of Nigeria.
Is it in Igbo land?
Nigeria is not administered by ethnic groups, my lord. Let us understand something.
There is a claim before this panel, not by Nigerians.
Against who? For a
against the federal government for injustice. And they say there are 2-3 refineries in Nigeria.
Yes.
There is one in Kanu.
Yes.
There is Kaduna.
Kaduna.
He answered.
I answered. I'm just saying yes to you because yes. You show me the one in Kano.
There is one in Kaduna. There is one in Port Harcourt. There is one in Warri. They are drilling for one unsuccessfully in Maiduguri. There is one, none in Ndibo. Is that correct? All right.
My lord,
is that correct?
You have talked. Look, when you say Port Harcourt, you didn't say Nkwere or whatever drive is there. When you said Kano, you didn't say Hausa. The petrol station, refinery in Kano that we said, or in Kaduna, is not for Hausas. You didn't say the one in Calabar is
again. You have no.
When it comes to your own say Igbo land.
Did you read
the fuel station? The petrol refinery
yes.
distributed according to.
Can I now ask?
We should now have 400 refineries.
Can I ask you another question? Do you know Sisi Ono, Chief Sisi Ono?
Chief who?
Chief Sisi Ono.
I've heard of him.
Good.
The one whose daughter is married to Ojukwu? Or who? I don't know who you are talking about. Chief?
I don't know people by their female children.
Ah.
Well, that Ojukwu gave evidence in Enugu.
Ojukwu?
Yes, but no.
Oh no.
Sisi Ono, yes.
Yeah, he gave his daughter.
He gave evidence.
Oh, he gave evidence.
Yes. You read it in the transcript. He said he gave the positions of electricity in Nigeria. He said the one at Oju River was cannibalized since 1966.
Yes.
Since then, the federal government has built a power station in Chirora Dam.
Yes.
Power stations in 11 places in Nigeria.
Yes.
And they have not bothered to repair Oji.
Unfortunate.
Good.
I have also complained about the mismanagement of our resources.
Is that just? It's unfortunate.
I said it's unfortunate.
Thank you.
You are supposed to maintain what you have. We fail to maintain what we have, not just
Do you know,
the
if you don't know, say you don't know. There are 46 federal government sponsored irrigation dams. You know what I mean?
Alive or dead?
Irrigation, not dam, D-A-M.
Yes, I say, are those dams alive or dead?
I said they are functioning now that we are talking. 46. In the north, in all the states in the north, there is none in Ohanes Ndiwu area. Do you know?
I don't know.
You will not know.
There is none in Buraland, as much as I know.
You have not petitioned. That is the problem.
Well, if Nigeria has been developing by petition, now we know. I thought Nigeria is developing by development plans.
The federal government, in the speech which you read,
yes,
the head of state speech,
yes,
he inaugurated this and said, because of these inadequacies,
yes,
because of these complaints about marginalization,
yes,
those who feel injured,
yes,
who feel marginalized,
yes,
should come to these people here. That's why we're here.
Human rights on development.
That's what the head of state said.
Yes, I agree.
Those who feel they are marginalized,
yes,
or even threatened
and that's
by
why we have responded, because we are marginalized.
You have not responded. You have not claimed. You have not made any claim.
No, we have no claim, but we have responded. We have said when you go by this, we too are doubly marginalized.
Arewa has been said to be a busybody group. Do you agree?
A
busybody going around. Things, interlopers, somebody says. People who don't have anything that concerns them, but they put themselves into it. I put to you, that
is our democratic right to participate in everything in Nigeria in which we feel we are concerned. We are not interlopers.
For how many minutes?
We are not immigrants. We are indigenous. We are entitled to whatever you claim, we can also claim. There is no dam in my village. There is no electricity. There is no public water, and I'm served this country as a general.
How do you get to Owerri? How do you get to Owerri?
By road or by air or by bicycle or by land. You get to Owerri. It's on the map.
You see,
whoever wants to get to Owerri will find out how to get there.
Yesterday, I didn't want to ask you about this. You were asked by your lawyer about your wife from Owerri.
Yes.
Where is the place in Owerri?
You have 9 minutes.
My wife hails from Umoiche compound. Her father, late Benjamin Mere, on Douglas Street, Owerri. Yes. They are still there.
I'm interested in this. His wife is from Owerri. Have you ever gone to Owerri?
That is the point.
By road?
My lord,
Have you ever gone to Owerri by road?
I went to Owerri to betroth my wife.
When?
In 1962. 62.
No. If you go now, you can't reach Owerri because
That's what I'm telling you. Well, if you can reach Owerri. My wife did get to Owerri. There was a function recently, and she went there.
Did you ask, why don't you accompany your wife? Love, show it. Show love.
Are you now contesting I don't show love to my wife? Did you pay for her to go there? Did you pay for the functions?
Why?
Did you ask me how much sacrifice I have had to make in the proportion of what my resources are for her to go there and enjoy the function?
That is the problem.
You cannot tell me.
That is the problem.
Let me bring her here to tell you whether I have shown her love for 40 years or not. Let me tell you, sir, my lord, our first son, which we got, is a graduate. He is married to a chief lady, and I'm a proud grandfather of a son and daughter from Chief land and Igbo land extraction. I am building Nigeria, and I fought for this country. I will do anything for us to survive. The people should blame for not giving you these roads are there. You drink and fraternize with them. If they give you a brief, they will give you millions. They don't give me a brief. Why do we complain? Human rights. You brought this thing here for people who killed people.
Show him the book, Nzago. Finally, show him the book, Nzago. Show him. Show him. The book you tendered.
Yes.
There is a letter. There is a letter at page 150.
A letter at page 150.
On your exhibit, that is book Nzago which you tendered. Can you read it, please? And that will be my last question.
Letter on page 150.
Appendix 2.
Yes. Federal Prison, Kirikiri, 4th February 65. Beg your pardon. My dear Oba, I can probably smuggle out this letter to you in spite of the strict security which forbids us to let anyone know our whereabouts. You probably know already. The story is that when I got to Lagos on the night of the 19th of January, I was first taken to the Lagos Teaching Hospital. Almost 24 hours later, Igboba and Mohammed Murtala were sent to come with a guard of 2 private soldiers armed with Tommy guns and borne in an open Land Rover to arrest me. There are 20 officers here and about 130 other ranks. The officers are as follows: Colonel Banjo, Don Akafo, Aganya, Nwobosi, Adeleke, Yudiaja, Eziadigbo, Tijani Katsina, killed Second Lieutenant Odu in brackets, Ebiko, Nweke, Ekejiafo, Wokocha, Okaka, Elegbede, not involved, Onyefuru, Onguluka, Anyafulu, Egweze, Okocha, and me, of course. Banjo and Aganya were arrested for the same offense. The former was arrested for giving the weapons to Banjo. Ifejuna and my colleagues in the south made such a nonsense of this affair, with results that people are accusing us of being one-sided. The so-called loyalist troops, under the influence of the Supreme Commander, urged on by certain tribalists, encouraged private soldiers and NCOs to cane and maltreat some of these officers and the men now in Kirikiri whilst they were under detention in the Federal Guard in 2nd Battalion. They were beaten with kobokos daily, starved and forced to drink urine at gunpoint. Ngobosi nearly had his eyes poked out with a rifle muzzle, and Oyewele, who is still admitted on the military hospital, had his forehead and nose smashed to bits with a rifle in the presence of Ikanem, Captain Iwe, Major Ali, and a few other loyalist officers. If you see the men here in prison, you will be sorry for them. Koboko and bayonet wounds all over the face and body. It is terrible. In fairness to them, loyalists, they were probably acting so in order to please some faction of the army that felt the human loss. But that is not how to soldier. We get VIP treatment in the prison, and all warders and prisoners respect me as head of the revolutionary group. We are not allowed to write letters stating that we are here, nor are we allowed to give details of this place. One corporal was shot dead, and one Sergeant Nathaniel badly wounded by tribalist troops of the Federal Guard. The character of the revolution in the north was entirely different because of the organization, which included every shade of person. In the south, the northern officers and troops feel that the coup is aimed against the north. Everyone seems quite jittery at this end, and they will fire at anything that moves. The army is completely untrained and will need a lot of cleaning out and retraining. We do not know how long we are expected to be here.
Thank you very much. My Lord, I apply to tender that page as a separate exhibit. Appendix 2.
What's the name of the book?
It's in the book, my Lord.
Which book? What's the name?
Zegu, by Olusegun Obasanjo.
He tendered it yesterday. Exhibit 74, my Lord.
Page what?
Page 150, Appendix 2.
Of
Page 150.
Exhibit what? 74. Flag it and mark it exhibit 112. Page 74 of exhibit.
What time is it?
What?
Finally.
74. Of page 74 of exhibit what?
Page 150.
Let's see. Exhibit is 74. Page is 150. Page 150 of exhibit 74. Tendered as exhibit.
Please finally show him exhibit 8.
1.
Finally show him exhibit 8.
2.
Exhibit 8.
Mark it 112.
8. One of those books. Final question.
You have half a minute.
I know. Yes, that's exhibit 8.
Yes. Exhibit 8.
That is the book by Bullier.
Yes.
It was written in 1981.
Yes.
Up to now, some of those like you or other army officers who know something and who participated have not written about that coup.
We did not know it, and I didn't participate.
That is all
of the coup 1966. All I knew was after.
Now, how do we start? Who has 2 hours? Somebody has 1 hour. You have 2 hours.
No, yes. And
all right, then go on.
Okay. And I will not even take more than 1 hour. It's re-examination.
Well, if you don't take more than 1 hour, it helps us further.
Thank you, my lord.
You have 2.
Yes,
if you take one,
yes,
we are grateful to you. All right.
General.
I thought you are calling your witness.
No, he is my witness.
No. You say you are calling extra.
No, yes, that is different.
All right. Do whatever you like with your time.
Yes. General, there are more Igbos in diaspora than there are in the East. If you know, say yes. If you don't know, say you don't know.
I'm finding it difficult to compute.
Okay. Now, it is correct that Igbos own lands and shops all over Nigeria without any hindrance.
Yes.
Good. Now, it is also correct that we laid in evidence before this honorable commission a document which showed that Northern Nigerian government not only preserved abandoned properties, but also collected rents and handed them over.
Yes.
Now, in Sardaona's book, My Life, that is Exhibit 88, which was tendered yesterday, Sardaona's definition of middle belt could not have been anything other than middle belt of northern Nigeria.
Correct.
Now, from that Exhibit 91, give it to him, please, quick. Exhibit 91, the map. Now, General Gawan, who ruled Nigeria for 9 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
General Babangida, who ruled Nigeria for 8 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
Abdul Salam, who completed the 18 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
So those who have been dominating Nigeria are the middle belters.
I'm sorry, my lord. This can hardly be re-examination.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, he's entitled
we want
to
every available evidence.
Very well.
Where is the man from the middle belt? He should be one worrying. Not you.
Yes.
You said every middle belt. Let's go on.
Please give him Exhibit 99.
99.
Tafawa Balewa is also from the middle belt.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Give him quickly Exhibit 99, the Hausa document from Kano. Yes, Ampadai. Now, that's how that document in Hausa.
Yes.
Was from one of the victims who was, they were lined up and shot, and they thought he was dead, and he wrote his own story. He said, Nine Babban Sheda.
Correct.
Means I am the witness of the truth.
Yes.
Now, go to page 6. At page 6,
yes.
He listed the names of the 5 of them who were lined up together and shot as Aminu, Sharu, Rijali, Ahmed, and Umar.
Anybody can write that.
Page 6.
Yes.
Yada bin ya faru?
Yes, no, yes, line 3 or 4. You will see their names. Ni, Aminu, Sharu, Rijali, Ahmed, and Umar.
What line? Sorry, what line?
Line. No, line 3. Yadda abin ya faru, page 6.
Page 6. 1, 2.
It's titled Yadda abin ya faru.
Yes, that's the heading. Yes.
Good.
Line 3.
Good.
Aminu da Sharu. Mai daka.
Da Rijali. Da Ahmed. Da Umar.
Da kuma Umar sai.
Yes. These are. No, it's all right. These are the 5 of them who were brought out at 3 a.m. And then go to page 17. That's why he explained how the 5 of them were, were lined up and shot.
Yes. Page 17.
Yes, how the 5 of them were lined up and shot. The 5 of them who were taken out together.
Yes.
Now, when he was asking you some questions and saying Alhaji Yusuf, you did not know he was referring to our chairman? Or did you know?
I think I must have adverted to Alhaji Yusuf being the chairman.
Okay, and you know Alhaji Yusuf was a commissioner of police, not an assistant commissioner of police? At that time?
I did not know him at that time.
Okay.
1966.
No, he said he was
By
an
the time I
assistant
got to
commissioner,
know him, he
and
was
you
an
said
IG.
no. Okay, I'm correcting it for you now. And it was Iransi who appointed him to head the special branch.
I believe so.
Okay. Now, you must have seen the interview of Chief Ajuluchuku, point blank,
Yes.
where he admitted that the coup was organized by the Igbos and Dr. Azikiwe was aware.
Yes.
He also said in the tape, which we promised to bring to the commission,
Yes.
that he tried to go and tell Sardona and he was prevented from doing so by Chief Okpara.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, the news we all heard was that Akintola and the British High Commission alerted late Sardona. And it is not that he refused to run away, but he said his life was in the hand of God.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, please give him Exhibit 104, that list. Quick, the list, the long list. Now, that list is from Nigerian Chronicle newspaper out of Nigerian Chronicle paper of March 17th, 1967. No, Chronicle.
Nigerian Outlook.
Outlook, okay, Nigerian Outlook.
Friday, March 17, 1967.
It is not a gazette.
No.
It is not an official report of government.
No.
Thank you.
The newspaper.
Now, he made reference, he asked you a question on the Tribune column of Uncle Bola Ige, where they referred to Hausa Fulani as the Tutsis.
Yes.
You are aware that Bola Ige gave an interview to Weekly Trust, admitting the column but denying what they published.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, let me, for purposes of empathy, that House of Words, which late Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was said to have said, did not say Igbos were not part of Nigeria, or should not be part of Nigeria.
He did not.
In any case, you fought a 3 years war to keep them as part of Nigeria.
30 months.
30 months, thank you very much. Now, naming an airport, international airport, is the responsibility of Federal Minister of Transport.
It is.
From 1999 to date, the Minister of Transport is Chinwe, an Igbo lady.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, Chukuma Nzegu was given a full burial by
Federal military government.
Yes. Under General Yakubu Gowon.
Yes.
General Iransi did not deem it fit to do the same to Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa or Sir Ahmad Bello.
He did not.
Thank you very much.
Neither to the military officers.
Thank you very much. Now, you are aware that this commission was established within the first 2 weeks of the present administration.
I believe so.
So it is not correct to say that the speech by General Obasanjo in October last year was before the formation of this commission. That was what the council said. It was not correct.
The speech was, I believe, 29th of
May 2000. And this commission was established in June 1999. So it was wrong for the council to suggest to you that the speech was made before the commission was established.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, when Gowon apologized, he apologized as head of Nigeria PRE, not as head of the federal military government. Is that correct?
In fact, I was asked to tender the exhibit.
No, I'm just asking whether you know that when he apologized, whether he apologized as head of the federal military government or as head of Nigeria PRE, which was what he was doing at that time.
I think the prayer session that he was attending was a Christian assembly.
No, he was a head of an organization, prayer group, and he was going around the country.
Yes.
If you read the document, he apologized for the war and those who innocently suffered.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Now, to your knowledge, did Ojukwu up till today apologize to the Igbos for what he caused them, or to Nigerians?
No, he has not.
To your knowledge, did Bule, who admitted here before the commission that he was part of that coup, apologize to the Igbos or to Nigerians?
No, he did not.
Now, to your knowledge, before either Dr. Azikwe or Chief Michael Okpara died, did any one of them apologize to Nigerians?
Never.
Thank you very much. Now, when Pope came to Nigeria, he came during the time of Alhaji Shehu Shagari and General Sani Abacha.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So.
Now, if federal government apologized to the Igbos for the alleged massacre in Aba, ACAB will have a right to protest and insist on apology for the thousands of northerners who were killed at Imo Bridge.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, to your knowledge, and as far as you can recollect, did your brigade engage in any massacre or murder of defenseless civilians?
Not that I know of.
Thank you very much. You also recollect that you were issued with a code of conduct and you complied by it.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Now, do you think Nigeria has the resources to have a refinery for every ethnic nationality?
No. I don't think we have the resources.
Okay. Now, can you put an amount, either in naira, pound sterling, or dollars, for the northern leaders and the western leaders killed or murdered in January 66 coup?
I won't venture to.
Thank you very much. That's all for him, my lord. Ajia Maria.
My fellow Biafrans, I am going to stop it here and we are going to continue tomorrow. You see, you have had the kind of question that we are asked and what they were trying to prove. These people have continued to deny the genocide they committed against the Biafrans unapologetically up to today. Even during that very Okuta panel, you can hear the kind of question they are asking. You can see their arrogance. You can see the way they shove it over your face that they have done it and they are ready to do it again and again. When you listen deeply from these very things that they are saying and questions are being asked, you will understand the deep divide in the zoo. When you see the Prime Minister say that enough is enough, that there is no going back, when you hear Mazen Nandekano say that it is too late, you will not understand. You don't know how deep. You don't know how deep the problem is. You don't know what these people are planning against us. You don't know how unapologetic these people are. You don't know the hatred that the Fulanis have against us. If you do, you are going to support the exit of Biafra immediately. If you know the kind of hatred they have against us, you will support the exit of Biafra with immediate effect. My fellow Biafrans, I'm going to stop it here and we're going to continue tomorrow. Wherever you are, this is no longer the time to say for an apology. This is not the time to explain to anybody why we should do this or do that. It is no longer the time for negotiation. It is time to end it all once and for all. And I thank Chukwu Okabiam that the process has started. November, December, the convention is going to be held. December 2nd, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be made. Whether you like it or not, Biafra, we exist. And for those idiotic animals who are talking against our Prime Minister, those of you speaking against the Prime Minister, wait for it. You are going to face the consequence of your actions. And for every lie and blackmail you are pushing against him, you are going to get it hot. It doesn't matter how you feel or what you think. Biafra is going to exit the zoo, with or without you. And I want you to hear this from the Prime Minister.
Simon Ekpa is not looking anybody's face. The only person I respect in this struggle is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I gave him my word that I will never disappoint him. Before you pick a fight, ọkpụkpụ mbụ abụrụ ọkpụkpụ na anọ mmadụ n'onu onye aha ka dị ndụ. No. Ọkpụkpụ nke mụ ọ nọrọ gị n'onu ogbuo gị pii. No matter what, you can't take it out. Agbago mụ Nigeria n'onu. Gbaa ndị iro Biafra n'onu. Gbaa ndị si na Biafra agaghị abịa in 2023 n'onu. Arọ m ha n'onu na-akụ ha wọwọ. Woto woto. Ọkpụkpụ a, you can never swallow it and you can never bring it out. So I want you people to understand that propaganda is ongoing. They even say they are signing petition to arrest Simon Ekpa. I do not know, what kind of petition they are signing to arrest Simon Ekpa for other reasons. These people don't understand that we are actually in freedom fighting. Freedom fighting where we do not validate Nigeria state. We are fighting for our freedom. Nigeria state have committed war crime, genocide, crime against humanity in our land, leading us to take the decisive decision we are taking today. And every necessary measure will be taken to make sure that we save Biafrans from Nigeria. Come 2023.
Like this, you will be infected. If you eat me as a meat, or cancer kineri, you know cancer maybe, or you cancer you finish again, come and eat me as a meat. If you eat me and go to sleep and wake up, you know, you can't eat me.
You have heard from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. For those of you who think you can stop him, there is nothing you can do to stop the freedom of the Biafran people. Hear more message from him.
Nobody is talking about the agreement and how Nigeria become a country from amalgamation to fake independence to today present Nigeria. They put it on.
This is the ultimate question. Why is nobody talking about the expired Nigeria? The zoo have expired. It has expired, and we have come to end it in our own time. It will definitely end. And that is why freedom is coming from diaspora, and we shall see to the end of it.
I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from the European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is a fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. I will be here. Biafra freedom will come from diaspora. I promised them for many years, since 2021, that I will bring the Biafra freedom from diaspora. I want you to look around yourself. Is it not coming from diaspora? They thought they have locked everywhere. If you go to Nigeria, they kill you. If you do, they will challenge you. Come to Nigeria, so we'll take you serious. Come to Nigeria. Because I will not come to Nigeria. If you want to die, go and put yourself on war. I will not come to Nigeria. I will be here to fight for my people, and I will be here and free my people from Nigeria. When Queen Elizabeth was controlling you in Nigeria and doing amalgamation, was she there? Was she there? Queen Elizabeth, the same Londugard, was she there? I will do like her. I will be here and free Biafra, and then I will come to unify Biafra people after Biafra has been recognized. I will be here to fight because freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is coming from abroad. Freedom is coming from the United Nations. Freedom is coming from Washington, D.C. Freedom is coming from European Union. Freedom is not coming from Africa. Freedom is not coming from Nigeria. Freedom is not coming from Abuja. Freedom is coming from America. It's coming from Europe. You don't know that, know it. No matter how sad and bad it sounds. But that is the fact. So why should I go to Nigeria where freedom is not coming from? It's coming from here. Thank you very much.
My fellow Biafrans, we must be focused on our freedom. Freedom is the only thing that we need, nothing else. It doesn't matter what the enemies are saying. It does not matter their propaganda and their blackmail. We must support the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for our freedom to come. He has taken it upon himself to defend the father's land and to make sure that Biafra is restored. All we have to do today is to give him all the support. Support the Liberation Army of Biafra financially and otherwise. If you know what you can do to make sure that this exit process is ongoing, continue to do that. Don't wait for anybody to beg you. It is a mandate that has been given to all of us, and we must make sure we actualize that mandate. My fellow Biafrans, thank you so much for being part of this program. And tomorrow, we are going to come back again with another section for us to understand deeply how impossible it is for you to unite anybody in that contraption. The best thing, the best option for all of us is to go our separate ways. We do not need any apology from anybody. We do not need any explanation from anybody. Everybody should go their separate ways. That is the only answer and the only solution. And that is where we stand. My fellow Biafrans, may Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of you that has participated on this program. May Chukwu Okike be with every one of us who has participated in one way or the other in this program. Please, if you have not yet shared, like and share this program to all platforms so that people can get information. Remember, information is power. If we have information, we can do a lot. Keep on preaching this gospel so that everybody will be carried along. Nobody will say he didn't hear. Thank you for watching. I will see you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okike. Stay blessed.
Biafra, the only hope we have. We salute you. We appreciate you. We salute you. We appreciate you. Yo. Ahamadike, one no Biafra. Odogu, Chukwu Okike chekwagi. Let it in the road. Dragon Master, Biko do. My Prime Minister, Atakata Abuo. Take us to bus stop. The era you do na ayase. Anya jikerewo. Ewa yinozina jogodo. We want to go. Yo. Enu na. Ofoka injejenu. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Cabinet members, down low. Media people, GCK. Deep down our heart, yo. Biafra, GCK. We are proud of you. We are very, very grateful. GCK. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. GCK. Nabanyagi konsidi, bigger than number. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you.
It's Black Star Bitch.
They're going to Nabana Pusyoko. Yo. Biafra Liberation Army. Biafra Defense Force. Biafra Marino. Biafra National League. Omuligwe Battalion. Ndini Nene Chekwa Bodani. We cannot forget all your sacrifice. No, Labanyagi Kositi, Bikatanamba, we appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, we salute you. We appreciate you. Biafra, appreciate you. We salute you. Biafra, they salute you. Biafra is here. Special thanks to Manzi Simon, the Prime Minister. Udo.